Hey everyone, it's WiNGSPANTT, and if you're watching, you already know what time it is. It is officially time for Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013, and as the birds of paradise fly by below, we're going to jump into my first game ever. That's right, this is going to be literally the first game. I didn't play any other games, I didn't unlock anything. I did start with the Pack Instinct deck unlocked because that was, if you pre-purchased the game, you got that as a bonus. Or maybe it was because I already owned 2012. But we're just going to jump into a quick match and see what the hell happens. We're going to jump free-for-all. And hopefully it's just a two-player game. I'm not really interested in playing like 3-4-player game. Especially not as my first match. And hopefully the matchmaking isn't so broken that I can't find me a game. I'm sure there's tons of people playing now that the game is officially out. I'm pretty excited. I am a little disappointed that there aren't more 2-color, 3-color decks or anything like that. We only have the one, which is the Black-White Exalted deck. And, someone on the Wizards forum... Oh, well then. That's a letdown. Someone on the Wizards forum had made a funny comment. They were saying that a lot of people had probably complained in Duels of the Planeswalkers 2012 due to the not having manual mana tapping. So someone had said, I bet what happened was that Stainless decided to fix the problem by creating manual mana tapping, and Wizards of the Coast decided to solve the problem by dictating that there was going to be monocolored decks. And then they kind of met and were like, oh crap, we kind of messed up. Oh god, my avatar's so ugly. Is that the default one? That's terrible. So mulligans are in the game, as was guessed before. Yes, mulligans are in the game. We hear that cool music playing. And Thought Scour starting out first. So he's playing the Jace deck, which is going to mill me. So I'm going to lose some cards into my graveyard. He's going to start milling me and draw another card back. Now, one thing that players always say is, oh, when they get milled, they get so... I know it's very natural when you get milled to get very let down because you're going to see cards you could have drawn, like Timberwarren, Maw Larva, and you're going to be very upset that these are now in your graveyard. But the one thing you got to always keep in mind... I'll talk about this guy in a minute. The one thing you gotta always keep in mind is that people always remember the good cards they lost to mill, and they always forget the bad cards they lost to mill. So you have to look at it very objectively. You gotta like, well, yes, I didn't get Timberwarren Larva, but did I really need an extra land? Now in this case, possibly I did. But I'm just gonna pass my turn over to Ray Girio over there and see how he's gonna mill me next. Now this is a creature I highly recommend for Pack Instinct. It's 1 green for a 1/1, and for 2 mana you can make a creature you control fight a creature they control. And what does fighting do? He does the same Thought Scour and another 3 Thought Scours in a row. That's actually pretty nasty. My deck is now down to 46 cards because I did start with like 60 or 61 cards. But you saw I was actually going to draw 5 lands in a row. So he's actually saved me from mana screw. What was I going to say? Oh, this guy's great because when your creatures fight as the green deck, you're going to have a larger advantage from fighting because your creature's in general larger, so you can make your 4/4 fight their 1/1, and the 1/1's gonna deal 1 damage to your 4/4, but your 4/4 is just gonna absolutely obliterate. Oh, I guess this thing was equip 0. This is why they always say read the fucking card. So I'm gonna now do this. Yes, very good. So now this has Shroud. He's not gonna be stopping it anytime soon. Hopefully, I will draw at least one other land. It's funny, this is something that happened to me when I first started playing Magic the Gathering with my brother back in, 7th or 8th grade, whenever it was. But I think it's very natural for new Magic players to not get that creatures can't attack other creatures. That when you attack, you're always attacking, into some... Oh, because it has Shroud. I see. But you can't can you unequip? No. See, I wasn't around back when Shroud... I see. I should have put this first and then the Shroud. Okay, I get it. I'm dumb. So I'll get into that in a second. But really, I cannot equip Blanchwood Armor here because it has Shroud, so nothing can target it. Not even me. It's not like Hexproof where only your opponents... Oh yes, he's watching damage effects. I'm sure it's so exciting to watch this 1/1 beat him down. Where only your opponents can't target it. And it's not like Protection though, which means if I equip Blanchwood Armor onto this guy and then give it Shroud, okay... this Blanchwood Armor isn't going to fall off because what Shroud only does, Shroud only prevents actual targeting. Oh, it's a 1/4. Alright, well it goes my party. I'm not attacking into this guy anymore. And he's going to be able to leave that out to block and... See, now it's available because I could enchant that if I wanted to, which would be absolutely atrocious. But I will get the land I need to get this other Timbermaw Larva out. Timbermaw Larva. So was that a bad play on my part in order to get the Shroud on there first, not have another creature to move it to? Not necessarily. It could go on. It could go either way, because I didn't really know for a fact I was going to draw a third land. Now, I guess I should have bet that I would draw it, but at the same time, I'm also not too familiar with these decks. Like, does he have bounce? Does he have something that's going to make me regret it? And what does this guy do? 4 for 2/2, and then target player draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. So that's great. That's actually a pretty cool card for this deck, because he can use it on me to mill me, okay? Or he can use it on himself to just give himself more options, what cards are in his hand. And a lot of people look down on the draw cards and then discard cards. I don't know why he's doing this right now. Okay, fine. Let's see what I lose. I had a lot of lands, so actually, I'm in a pretty good position now. And now I could drop Garruk's Pack Leader, though I could get to 4/4 on the board. If I drop this guy, I'm going to be able to attack for a lot of damage next turn. And this Garruk's is not going to be triggering anytime soon, but it would be nice to have the 4/4. I guess I have 5 mana on the board, so if I draw a 6th, I could play... How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, wow. Alright, so let me get the Garruk's out. Then hopefully I can draw a card here, get the card advantage, and move forward. And for the new Magic players who are like, what is card advantage? Well, card advantage, hold on. So right now, this thing is more important to me. So I'm going to equip it over here. Did that not work? What happened? Lag? Is it lag? Don't lag on me. Come on. I think it's lag. Lag? Are you seeing this? Okay. That was really weird. Okay. So you know what? I'm not going to use the right-click effect on the PC here. I'm just going to actually equip it. And there we go. And now I can kind of bounce these around if you want. And see, what's great now is because I have the fight mechanic in, I can attack with this guy as a 4/4 and then kind of go for the fight. Let's look at the more info. Okay. Oh, they actually don't explain the fighting mechanic. You would think that that would be the one thing that would be listed here. Weird. So now he's got a 1/1 flying that becomes a 5/5 flying if I have 10 or more cards in my graveyard, which is going to happen very soon. Geez, it could even happen this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he could definitely do it this turn. He's tapped out. He could use this guy on me. Okay, so now it's a 5/5, so that is officially scary. 1 less for each green creature you control. Oh, it costs more to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I have 5. Alright, that's why. 6, 7. Can't cast it yet. Prey upon. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Let's see if the more info here explains it. Nope. Alright, so they just decided they weren't going to explain the fighting thing. But basically, it's these creatures deal damage to one another. So I could wipe this thing out. This is going to be very troublesome. But what I'd rather do is use this guy's ability over the course of a few turns and use attrition to knock out these creatures. So I don't really... I guess I can just... Oh, fuck. Hold on a second. I'm going to move the equipment here. Oh, okay. So anyone playing the PC version, I would suggest you don't do the right-click thing, because it looks like that just currently does not work. So what I'm going to do is move the equipment off the 4/4. Get the Blanchwood armor on this guy, and just friggin' swing in for 9. So if he actually wants to stop this, he's going to have a fairly beefy 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He could kill it. He'd have to sacrifice pretty much everything he has. So I'm going to swing in and see how he reacts. 9, 9. Does he want to sacrifice all of his creatures for this? Let's find out. What I don't know from the rules offhand, though, is if I can make a creature fight after it's already in combat. So, like, if he blocks with enough to deal 9 damage to it, can I use fight? Okay. Well, I'll find out at the end of his turn. And that's another thing. I don't want to make this, and I don't want to use this ability too early. I want to see what's going to happen. He's going to use Dreamborn Muse. I see it works on every player every turn. Basically, excellent, where X is the number of cards in their hand. Okay. So he has quite a number. He's going to start decking himself with that. He's got this 5/5. Now he's casting. We're going to draw extra cards each turn. All right. There's not too much I could do about that unless I draw one of my artifact destroying creatures. I have a 9/9, and hopefully I can make it fight this thing if he declares it as an attacker. So let's find out what happens. He's going to swing with this. I'm now going to try to use this ability. So I'm not too... Choose a creature you control, choose another creature, bam. Let's see if this works. And again, I'm just, yes, it does work. So it doesn't matter if your creature's tapped or anything like that. This is absolutely amazing, and that's exactly how I thought it would work. And again, I'm not familiar 100% with the fighting mechanic because it's a relatively newer mechanic. And, I don't know how Duels of Planeswalkers work, if they change any of the rules or anything like that. So I draw way, way, way extra cards now. And this is whenever a creature with power 3 or greater comes into play, I get to draw a card. So that's absolutely great. We can see what things I want to... I can drop this in, destroy this artifact because it is going to mill me, plus he doesn't get the extra cards from the draw now. This will take all of my 5, or I can cast this guy and basically then draw tons of cards. I don't know if I really want to draw tons of cards. I'm pretty much... I could deck myself. I only have 27 cards left in my library. So I'm going to drop my... But then I could fight. Actually, let's attack first and see what happens. See what he does with the block. Okay, he's going to use this ability on me. I'm going to draw 2... Oh, no, what does this do? Alright, just put cards in my graveyard. So he can't block with 1/4. He's going to have to block with this if he wants to block at all. I do also have the option here. He's just going to take the 9 damage, so he's pretty much got to win next turn. So now I have an interesting thing where if he can't block next turn, I can do something really interesting. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the equip power here. Move this over. Oh shit, no. Never mind. I take it back. What I was going to say is this way. See, I can't have it be untargetable because I need to be able to use Prey Upon. I want to eliminate both his blockers next turn. So basically what I need for that is I need 2 mana for this guy, 1 mana for Prey Upon. Okay, so I need 2 mana open, so I'm going to play Garruk's Companion, hopefully draw land, because that would be great. And then I can eliminate both his blockers by making them fight with both guys. Do I want to draw a card? This is great. It is now optional. Yes, I'll draw a card. Okay. In previous Duels of Planeswalkers, it wasn't optional. It would just make you draw the card. So now you could choose whether or not you want to draw the card, which is absolutely great. So he's going to just be milling himself there. Hopefully, he may or may not play a blocker, but even if he plays a blocker, I can kill one with this, one with Prey Upon, alright? I can kill the other blocker, and then when the next turn starts, I can use this guy's ability once more to kill off one of his blockers. And I could possibly use the Garruk's Companion to do that, if I have to. So let's see what he plays. He's going to play a 2/2. That's going to bounce one of my guys. Alright, whoa. Alright, so before he does this... This is a sorcery. Oh, damn. See, I got to read the card, guys. I make a lot of mistakes. So first, while I'm going to do this, let's see. This Dreamborn Muse, I am not interested in losing that many cards next turn. So I make them fight first. Now this card's going to go back to my hand. And I do lose the Blanchwood Armor. One thing to keep in mind is that no matter how good an enchantment is, a creature enchantment, an aura enchantment, you are going, in the long run, to lose card advantage. You're going to be losing, because whenever they take a creature like that out, you're going to be losing that card in your deck. Now, he's at 9 life, so I'm not in the best position here. What is this thing? Draw a card. Okay, now he gets to draw 3 cards. He's up to 6 cards in his hand, but he's pretty much out of mana. He's just got this thing as a blocker. One thing I'm not... Okay. Now, these boots can also give a creature haste, which would be absolutely great. Okay, let me zoom out here. Drop a forest. So, 6... Oh, I have exactly 6. Alright. Rampaging Ballast when okay, great. Primal Crux. 8/8 Trample. If I could get this into play and attack. Also with this, let's see. If he blocks the 8/8, he'll take 6 plus 3 is 9. He dies. Okay, if he blocks the 3/2, then he will take 1. Okay, this sounds like the thing to do. So guys, I'm going to drop the Hydra. And then I'm going to give it haste with these boots. Okay. And now he's like, uh-oh. Okay, now it's got haste. There we go. And now I can attack. And I could attack with just these 2 guys, so I'm going to attack with all of them. Rump. Oh, that doesn't work? What the hell? Why? What? Attack. That was weird. Okay, so don't do the drag select thing. It doesn't look like it works. Just going to attack with everything and see how he blocks. he does have some kind of spell, or is he just thinking about it? I have no clue what's in this deck. I mean, I looked at the deck list unlocks, but I don't really know. GG. GG indeed, man. YouTube.com/WingspanTT. Check it out. You're gonna see it on my channel. You can see our fight. All right. Hopefully he comes check it out. I don't know if he saw it in time, but WingspanTT wins, and I go into an extremely awkward thing. There we go. So now I'm back here. Hey man. Hey man. Thought you should know. You can watch this game at youtube.com/WingspanTT. Gotta go. Anyway, I'm WingspanTT from TopTierTactics.com. I hope you enjoyed this first match. I am a little flustered. I'm still getting into this. I didn't even really look at the Pack Instinct. I just threw a bunch of cards into there and then pretty much went right into this match. I want to just get the match done as soon as possible so you guys can enjoy it. So I will be putting a lot more gameplay videos up on the internet. I guess here on my channel where you're already watching it. I will also be doing card-by-card analysis on TopTierTactics.com. That's not something that I think works out great in video, so I want you to be able to read that, to search through it, to find the stuff you need, and to read what my in-depth thoughts are on every card. So I hope you come by, I hope you come back to the site, and I will see you next time.